Hello students, good morning. I'm Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, in the previous classes we were discussing the chapter 15 of English grammar, that is tenses. Dear students, in the previous class we have already discussed the simple present tense, present indefinite tense. Okay? And today we will discuss the present continuous tense. Dear students, those who did not attend the previous class can watch the previous video at my YouTube channel. And today we will discuss the present continuous tense. Dear students, what is present continuous tense? Dear students, as the word indicates its meaning, continuous. Continuous means the work that is in continuity, that is going on. So here, what does mean by present continuous tense? You open your notebook and write down the tense which shows that the action is mentioned as incomplete. Here, in this tense, we find the action is incomplete, that is not completed, that is in process. Okay, mentioned as incomplete or imperfect and still going on. And still going on. There would be going on. Okay, and still going on. It means in present continuous tense the action is in continuous process and that is going on. Therefore, it is called the present continuous tense. Okay, students. So just open your notebook and write down the tense which shows that the action is mentioned as incomplete or imperfect and still going on. Okay, it is called present continuous tense. Okay, students, and you should keep in your mind, no need to write. There are three helping verbs we use: am, is, and are. Okay, these are the three helping verbs that we use in this tense, and we use am with I. Keep in your mind, no need to write. Only just up to this you will write, and you just keep in mind. I will tell you later. Okay, we use am with I. We use is with singular subject. Okay, singular subject means that denotes only one, or we use he, she, it. Okay, he, she, it. And we use are with the plural subject. Plural means more than one, with plural subject, or you can say you, we, they. Okay, so keep in your mind, we use am with I, and we use the helping verb is with singular subject, he, she, it, and we use are with the plural subject, or you can say we, you, they. Okay, so students, subject may be noun, may be pronoun. Okay, keep in your mind. Okay, students, so just write down, and now we will discuss the structure. Structure means affirmative structure. Okay, negative structure and interrogative structure. In the interrogative structure, we will discuss two types of interrogative: single interrogative and double interrogative. Single interrogative you can say yes no type, and double interrogative you can say WS type. Okay, so first of all you put the heading present continuous tense and write down these definition of present continuous tense, and after completing it, come to the structure. Okay, formation of present continuous tense. Put the heading formation of present continuous tense. Students, I am going to erase it. I hope that you all have written, or you may take the screenshot also. So just put the heading formation of just see formation of present continuous tense. Put the heading formation present continuous tense. Okay, present continuous tense. So just see students, formation of present continuous tense, and each tenses can be written in three forms: affirmative forms, negative form, or interrogative forms. Just see, First of all, we will discuss the affirmative structure. Affirmative is positive. There is no negative word. Affirmation or affirmative sentence. Okay. And you will also write in your notebook all these things which I am writing. Okay, just see. First of all, we will discuss the affirmative sentence and just see structure. What would be the structure of that? There will be subject. Okay, and according to the subject we will use the helping verb, and I have already told you what are the helping verbs that we use here: is, or am, or are. Okay, these are the three helping verbs, and we use all these helping verbs according to the subject. If our subject is I, then we will use am. If our subject is singular or he, she, it, then we will use is. If our subject is plural or you, we, they, then we will use are. Okay, so keep in your mind, according to the subject we will use the helping verb, then after verb, and in the verb we will add ing. Okay, student, it means fourth form of the verb we will use. So just see, suppose that your verb is play, okay, in which you will add ing, it becomes playing. Okay, so in this way you have to add ing, and just see, subject, helping verbs is mr, then verb, in the verb we will add ing, then after object, if there is object then we will add object, if there is not object then we will not add object, then after full stop. Okay, so just see, this is your structure, and on the basis of this structure you have to construct the sentence, you have to make the sentence. And you can see now example, you can see, let's see the example. Mohan is the name of a boy, and that is singular. Okay, that is subject, and that is also singular. And with the singular what can we use? Is. I have already told you, with the singular subject, with the singular noun, we will use the helping verb is in the present continuous tense. Okay, in the present continuous tense. So just see, Mohan is, suppose that your verb is play. Okay, then what will you do? In the verb we will add ing for making continuous. Just see, Mohan is playing cricket. Okay, so just see, this is your first sentence. You can see, according to the subject is Mohan and that is singular, therefore I have added here helping verb is. Okay, now we will discuss the next sentence. Just see, I, and what helping verbs we will use with I? Am. Okay, I am reading. Read is the main verb, and read is the main verb. In the verb I have added here ing. Okay, so keep in your mind, I am reading a book. That is your object. Okay, one more sentence we can see. They is what? They is plural. Okay, so with the plural what we will add? What we will use the helping verb? Are. Okay, they are, suppose that we are writing the verb play, in which we will add ing, it becomes playing. They are playing cricket. Okay, just see the sentence. In the first sentence is Mohan is playing. Here you can see, that is subject, that is singular, therefore I have added here is. Okay, in the second sentence you can see the subject is I, therefore I have added here helping verb and in the third sentence the word is given they, subject is given they, and they is plural, therefore I have added here the helping verb are. Okay students, so keep in your mind, with singular subject we will use the helping verb is, with the plural subject we will use the helping verb are, and with the subject I we will use the helping verb am. Okay, and this is your affirmative structure of present continuous tense. Okay students, so write it in your notebook. If you are getting any kind of problem, you may ask on WhatsApp. Okay students, now we will discuss the negative structure. Okay, you all have read affirmative structure. Now we will discuss the negative structure. Okay students, I am going to erase it. You may take the screenshot, or I hope that you all have written. Okay, so just see the next structure, that is negative structure, negative sentence. Just say students, negative sentence. Second, affirmative structure we have read. Now we will discuss the negative structure. Okay, negative sentence. Just see what is negative sentence. We will discuss the structure now. You can see the subject will be there. Okay, then after you will use the helping verb is am/are according to the subject. And one more thing, if there is negative word, there will be negative word in this sentence, in negative sentence, not. You will use not after the helping verb. Then after verb, in the verb you will add ing. Everything will be same as like in affirmative sentence, but here there is a difference. Here we will use negative word not just after the helping verb. You can see subject, helping verb, not, verb में ing add करेंगे. Then after if object is given, then we will add object. Then after full stop will be. Okay, so this is your structure, and on the basis of this structure you have to construct the sentence. Okay, you can see the structure, subject and is according to the subject singular, and according to the subject, if subject is I, we will add helping verb am. If subject is plural, then we will use the helping verb are, and then after negative word. You can see the same sentence in negative form. Example we can see. First example, Mohan. Mohan is singular, and with the Mohan what we will use is. Mohan is not. Okay, your verb is play, then you will add here ing, playing, then after object. Just see, Mohan is playing cricket. Here you can see there is negative word just after the helping verb. Okay, another sentence we can see with I. You can say I. With the I we will use the helping verb am. I am not reading. Read is the main verb. In the verb we will add ing. It becomes reading. I am not reading a book. Okay, so just see, I am not reading a book. Here you can get the negative word not again. And the third sentence you can write they, and with the subject they we will use the helping verb are. They, then after we will use the negative word not. Okay, playing cricket. Okay, same sentence I have written, but that is in negative form. That is in negative structure. You can see this is your structure of negative sentence. There is subject is am are according to the subject. Then after you will use the negative word not. Then after verb, in the verb we will add ing. Then after verb object, then after full stop. You can see the sentence. Subject is Mohan. Therefore I have added here helping verb is, and though it is negative sentence, therefore we will add negative word here not. Then after verb, in the verb we will add ing, and then after object. So what would be the sentence here? You can see Mohan is not playing cricket. Okay, next sentence, I am not reading a book. They are not playing cricket. Okay students, so this is the negative sentence. Okay, these are the negative sentences of present continuous tense. Okay, keep in your mind all these things, and you also write it in your notebook. Okay students, if you are getting any kind of problem, you may ask on WhatsApp. Now we will discuss the interrogative sentences, interrogative structure of present continuous tense. Okay students, I am going to erase it. I hope that you all have written. Okay, come to the next structure, that is interrogative. Just see students, third structure, third, that is interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. Okay, interrogative sentence. And dear students, I have already told you that in interrogative there are two types of interrogative: SNO type, or some people said it that is single interrogative sentence. Okay, but I am writing here SNO type. Okay, its answer can be given in one word, yes or no. So we will discuss the structure of SNO type interrogative sentence. First of all, we will use the helping verb, okay, according to the subject, are, is, or am. Okay, then after you will use the subject. Okay, if there is negative word in the interrogative, then we will add negative word. If there is not negative word in the sentence, then we will not add. Okay, so just see, helping verb we will use, then after subject, then after verb. Okay, in the verb we will add ing, then after object. Okay, and then after question mark at the end of the sentence. Just see, we can see here example. We can see first example. We can see, suppose that I am writing a sentence that start with the age, and is there, then we have to use the subject singular. Okay, is Mohan. Is Mohan. Now just see, play is your main verb, and we will add here ing. Is Mohan playing cricket? You can see that is same sentence I have written in interrogative form. Just see, is Mohan playing cricket? Yes students, in SNO type we will write the helping verb in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, then after subject, and according to this subject is singular, therefore I have added here, I have used here the singular helping verb. Okay, is Mohan playing cricket? And at the last of the sentence, at the end of the sentence, we will use question mark. And just see, suppose that I am using the subject I, and according to the subject we will use the helping verb and in the beginning of the sentence. Am I, then after you will use the verb read. Okay, in the verb we will add ing, it becomes reading. Let's see, am I reading a book? This is your sentence. This is your interrogative SNO type sentence. Okay, one more sentence we can see, are, and then are is there, then we will use the subject plural. Okay, they. According to they, we will use here the helping verb are. Are they playing? Are they playing cricket? And after question mark. You can see the sentences, students. Everything is same. Okay, but in the SNO type interrogative sentence, we will use this structure. In the beginning of the sentence, we will use the helping verb, then after subject, then after verb. In the verb we will add ing, then after object, then after question mark. So you can see here, is Mohan playing cricket? Here in the beginning of the sentence, we have used the helping verb is according to the subject Mohan. And in the second sentence, according to the subject I have used here helping verb and in the beginning of the sentence, then after verb in the ing. In the verb I have added here ing, then after object. In the third sentence, you can see, there is subject they, and according to the subject, I have used here the helping verb are, and then after verb, in the verb I have added here ing, and object is there. Okay students, I hope that you all have understood. So just see, this is your structure. First of all, you will use the helping verb according to the subject, okay, and then after subject, then after verb, in the verb we will add ing, then after object, then after question mark. Okay students, sentences are written here, you can mention in your notebook. Okay, so just write down all these things, and after that we will discuss the next interrogative sentence, that is WS type. Yes students, you may take the screenshot. I hope that you all have written. So I'm going to erase it. Last structure of present continuous tense we will discuss. Just see. Just see. WS type. WS type of interrogative sentence. You can see. Dear students, WS type sentences start with the WH word. WH word is what? What, when, where, okay, which. Then after you will use the helping verb is, or are, or am, according to the subject. Then after you will use the subject. Okay, if your subject is I, then you will use the helping verb am. If your subject is singular, then you will use the helping verb is. If your subject is plural, then you will use the helping verb are. Then after verb, then after in the verb we will add ing, then after object, then after question mark. Okay students, this is your structure, and on the basis of this structure we have to construct the sentence. Okay, just see example, we can see. Just see, the sentences start with the WH. You can see where, okay, you can see the word start with the WH, therefore it is known as WH word. Where, suppose that I am using the helping verb is, it means we have to also use the subject in singular form. Okay, where is she, or you can say Mohan, the same sentence we will write. Okay, where is Mohan going? Okay, just see, where is Mohan going? Okay, or you can say where is Mohan playing? Where is Mohan playing cricket? You can also mention here. Just see, play is the main verb in which we will add ing, it becomes playing. Okay, where is Mohan playing cricket? Okay, then after you can use the helping verb. Okay, dear students, I have used here helping verb is according to the subject Mohan, and now we can see what. Okay, what, suppose that what am I. Okay, you will use the subject I. Just see, what am I reading? What am I reading a book? Okay, you can mention here, you can also mention here. Okay, like this you can mention, what am I reading a book? क्या मैं एक बुक पढ़ रही हूँ, किताब पढ़ रही हूँ? ओके, या किताब पढ़ रहा हूँ? ओके, you can see according to the subject I have used here helping verb am. And one more sentence, when. Okay, that is also WH. Okay, and we will use here are, it means we have to use the subject in plural. When are they When are they? Play is the main verb. When are they playing cricket? Okay, students, you can see the structure. You can see the sentences. When are they playing cricket? Okay, all these sentences are based on this structure: WH, then after helping verb is MR, then after subject, then after verb. In the verb we will add ing, then after object, then after question mark. You can see the sentence. Where is Mohan playing cricket? Okay, according to subject Mohan, I have used here is. Okay, and according to the subject I have used here the helping verb am. According to the subject they, I have used here the helping verb, okay, are. And WS word, always in WS type of interrogative sentence we use the WH word in the beginning of the sentence. Okay students, you write it in your notebook. Dear students, I hope that you all have understood the affirmative, negative and interrogative structure of present continuous tense. Dear students, if you are getting any kind of problem in this tense, you may ask on WhatsApp. That's all for today. Thank you.